Yo, I'm just gonna put it to you like this. You can want to separate yourself from reality all you want. At any given moment, you can sit there and go into Harry Potter land and start waving your wand to your heart's content. But every now and again, reality is going to find your ass and smack you right back in front of its mirror to look it directly in its face and see things as they are in reality. Yo, this is your boy MM2K. I'm back again. Yo, before we go any further, I need you to do me a favor. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And hit that bell too if you haven't done that also. Your boy appreciates it. I appreciate y'all. Helps me keep bringing this content to y'all. You know what I'm saying? It helps keep me out of the Bing. You know what I mean? Help make these platforms respect your boy. You know what I'm saying? Keep them strikes away. You know what I mean? But hey, that's a whole nother story. All right, so what am I talking about? What was that dramatic beginning for? You know how I do it. Because the news of the day, everybody's talking about, everybody tweaking on right now, is the fact that Visceral Games was disbanded by EA. Now let me talk to you about this for a second. You know what I mean? Like, here's the thing. Visceral Games was a great developer. They was real good at what they did. You know what I mean? They made the Dead Space series, and they was right now working on the game, this Star Wars game that everybody was thought was looking phenomenal. But they had to smack everybody back into reality as far as it comes to the success of these games and what it takes for somebody to be quote unquote pushing numbers when they release the fact that after they got disbanded, the fact that Dead Space 2, which came out in 2011, January 25th, sold 4 million copies and was a flop. Yes, I said it. I am right. They said that Dead Space 2 sold 4 million copies and flopped. Now you say, now how is that even possible, MM2K? Back in 2011? Let me break it down to you. Let me smack you back into reality. Here's how. Dead Space 2 cost $60 million. Yes, $60 million to develop. Then it cost an additional $60 million to market. So by the end of the day, the profits they made off of that 4 million copies sold was eaten up by the $60 million in marketing. That made the game a flop financially. Your mind is probably blown right now because back when BioShock Infinite came out towards the end of last generation, we thought that was the height of what it cost to make and market games at $100 million. But Dead Space that came out before that, Dead Space 2, cost $120 million. You're probably thinking to yourself, what in the hell is going on in the state of games that it takes $120 million to market and make these titles? I'm telling you what it is. It's you. You wanting all these cinematic bells and whistles, all these polygons and compute units, and all these voice actors and stories. The focus is going off the genius and the ingenuity and the innovation of the game developer, which is already paid for, and it's paid to bring in all these other elements. People to shade the characters and the models and all this other stuff. And I get it, there's nothing wrong with wanting a AAA title. But the thing that's getting more AAA is just the look and the aesthetics and the bells and whistles instead of the meat and potatoes, which is the gameplay. So look at yourself in the mirror the next time you say to yourself, why is this happening? So that's lesson number 1. Lesson number 2 is, hey, my favorite game of my favorite console must not be doing that well. Why do I say that? Please understand, fanboy, that when you say that my game is pushing units, is pushing numbers, what does that really mean? Because if your game is a AAA title, a whole bunch of developers working on it, people shading this and shading that and polygon this and polygon that, voice actors coming in, all types of directors, all that stuff. And it's getting that big bang marketing. If the game don't clear 7 million copies sold, then it's nowhere near being out of the red. Prime example, Tomb Raider and Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, why those two games? Because the latter is a carbon copy of what was supposed to be executed in Tomb Raider. Horizon Zero Dawn is a much prettier looking, more futuristic version of the Tomb Raider reboot that came out in 2013. Now, the interesting thing about Tomb Raider is that they told you that it was going to take them 7 million copies to be sold in order for that game to break even. Not get out of the red, not make a profit, to break even. That game came out in 2013. Let's fast forward to 2017 to Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn, undoubtedly, whatever you think about the game, what cannot be denied is that graphically it looks a lot better. A lot more development, a lot more people, a lot more staffing went into that game. Alright? Now, whether you think the voice acting was crappy, Sony goes all out. They pull the voice acting in. Hey, they're a movie studio as well. They're paying people to do that. Costs go up. They invested more into that as well. Then we know Sony is the big marketing machine, okay? That Square Enix can't even shake a leg at. Can't even shake a stick at. So the marketing in Horizon Zero Dawn, we know, costs more than what was marketed for Tomb Raider the reboot. So, the question is this then. If it took Tomb Raider in 2013 to push 7 million units to break even, how is Horizon Zero Dawn pushing units, pushing numbers at only 4 million in 2017? The math does not add up, y'all. Y'all haven't pulled out y'all scratch paper like I've been asking y'all to. I'm trying to bring y'all back into reality. Put down the wands. You're not Harry Potter. I don't get it. But hopefully you'll get it now. And what I don't get is I don't get the fact that y'all don't understand that these games cost a lot more now to make and develop. So before you start pounding your chest like an egg, oh, my game is doing #1. It's the best selling thing out there. My system is the best. Before you go on your fanboy rage, it's like I've been telling you. These games are not coming out of the red. I've been saying this and y'all been saying MM2K, you're an expert, you're a fanboy. You don't know what you're talking about, or you just hating on Horizon Zero Dawn. You're hating on it, whatever. No, I'm not hating. I'm just sharing the math with you. Now, why ain't I saying this about Halo or Gears? Because Microsoft wisely moved to the service-based model. Under the service-based model, even if your game only pushes 4 million units, you have the ability to still make income off of the game's DLC, microtransactions, loot crates, or whatever. Because you have integrated a stable multiplayer ecosystem that will have consumers coming back for more and more and purchasing more items from your game. Horizon Zero Dawn has no such feature. Tomb Raider reboot had no such feature. Therefore, the Tomb Raider reboot in 2017 needed to push 7 million units in order for it to break even. We can only surmise using math, using logic, using reality that Horizon Zero Dawn, with its upped and its more cost-heavy aesthetic looks, voice acting, and marketing, probably has to sell more in order to push even. So when you sit there and you fanboy and you beat your chest again, and you say that your game is pushing units, you are absolutely wrong. You are dead wrong. Stop with the hyperbole. Stop with the foolery. Get with reality. And understand that because of you wanting all of these superficial things and not the meat and potatoes, the cost of games have ballooned. And if you don't support the games that you like, particularly these single player games that are one and done, they are set up to fail. And that is my message today. That is my dose of the medicine. Hey, I appreciate y'all for joining me. I hope y'all like the material. As always, you know where to find me. You can find me on the corner of every boulevard. You know what I'm saying? Check my links below. I got them back out there. I'm free, baby. I'm out the bing. Check them out below. Yo, in addition, I do a show with your boy TRS, Scrampunks, TRS Fusion Wolf. Follow him on Twitter. That's my man. It's called Scrampunks. We do it every week. Times is subject to change based upon different things. You know what I'm saying? But you can go to the PNTS network to get more details. Links below. And last but not least, follow my brethren, the Broadband Bullies. Yo, we got that merchandise now, y'all. That merchandise is here. Enjoy it. This is your boy MM2K. And as always, and support that Patreon too for the Broadband Bullies. You guys have a wonderful gaming day.